Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing awesome this amazing Sunday. And I definitely wish to do this YouTube thing more often. And I also invite my members from our Discord and our Solo Learn community to be proactive and putting your thoughts and voices on the YouTube as well. Just drop a message in the promotion channel and I'll share the access and we can all get together and put these videos. So, yep. By the way, sorry for my English accent. English is my second language, so it might sound funny, but I'm trying my best to convey my message very clearly. Okay, so myself, Nitish Raj from Likha.com, and I want to talk about open source contribution today. It's important because we want to grow this project big and we want to make this project a success. So there are some things I wanted to talk about. What does it takes to become an open source contributor? This is a very important question, an interesting question as well. A lot of times people think that a open source project is just code. That's so not true. A successful project involves many other things. It's definitely not just code. Coding and programming may be the most important part of it, but it's definitely not all. We have so many things going on. For example, this YouTube thing that we are doing right now, this is also a part of this open source contribution. I'm helping promote Likha.com. If people won't know about the product or this project, how will we get together? How will this project grow? You know, we will never get the feedbacks to improve, and the project just dies. This happens all the time. We have so many awesome projects and codes in GitHub and GitLab, paid and unpaid, closed source, open source. Without a thriving community of users and promoters, it just dies eventually. People get to their job, maybe they don't have time or whatever. But when a project gains traction, we have awesome feedbacks from users, people are loving to promote it, contributors take pride in building, then we see an amazing growth. The project grows tremendously and we grow with the project as well. We learn so many things. So I just want to repeat this again. A successful open source contribution is not just coding. It may be video editing, it may be graphic design, it may be helping out others on the Discord channel. Maybe you help a contributor with learning a technology, you know, sharing things, discussing things. Even if you even if you complain and scold us about the product, that helps as well. Those feedbacks help us to grow. That's how we know, okay, this needs to be fixed. The mobile doesn't work. The Likha.com doesn't work on mobile. Fix this and we'll improve it. That's how we learn. So that's how we actually, learn the real inner workings of actually building a project. There's so many things that goes around it, but it's definitely not just coding. Okay, with that out of the way, I want to talk about what constitutes an open source project, or more specifically, a successful open source project. So coding is definitely a part of it. We have our code in JavaScript, TypeScript, HTML, CSS, and all these things. We have our code hosted on GitLab. We are using Figma for the wireframing, designing all these features and everything. We do merge requests and all these things. So these are all part of the coding. It's definitely very important. Without it, we cannot build a product. But it's not just coding, as I said earlier. Another very important thing of a project is promotion. We need to talk about our project. So, for example, in YouTube, we are creating videos. creating awareness related to this project. Maybe we can share a small, simple screenshot on LinkedIn. Maybe we have uh, post on Solo Learn from where majority of us came from. So promotion is very important. Without people not knowing about this project, how will it grow? So very important, we have contributors working on promotion as well. Even if you don't have coding background, start with promotion. You know, that way you learn about the project, talk with the contributors, talk with the people who code, and eventually you will learn how to code too. I learned a lot of that's how I actually learned C++. There was a very interesting project for music production. I saw that the code is open source, and I was scared of C++. But I got involved into the project. I started talking about it. I started discussing with the contributors, and they pointed some very helpful resources to me. So that's how the journey started for me in open source contribution. So promotion, very important. We need to talk about the project. So that's also part of that's also contributing to open source project. Another very important aspect is community. If we do not have people using what we are building, then what's the purpose in building all this thing, right? So it's very important that we also have a community, thriving community of users, contributors who talk together, collaborate together. That's why we have Discord. But it doesn't have necessarily have just to be Discord. Discord is like our official discussion platform, but it can be Reddit, it can be LinkedIn, it can be Solo Learn, you know. Hell, it can also be a YouTube comments thread. But we need to have a thriving community of users, people. So even if you are not coding or promoting, use the project, use the tool, check it out, test it on your phone, laptop, iPad, you know, tell us that, okay, this is not working, fix it. We'll fix it. So you also become a part of this open source project. You are also a contributor in a way because you are providing a very valuable asset. It's called testing. So we have testers in companies. That's what they do. They test the project in different browsers, different devices, and they get paid for it. So it's again, it's not just coding. There are so many ways to contribute in an open source project. You just need to get involved in the project. Just find a way to contribute. That's it. Eventually, you will, if you want to learn coding, you will pick up the necessary skills if you are involved, if you are communicating. That's all I wanted to talk about today in this video. I hope to bring more useful and relevant content related to onboarding. Please bear with me. Thanks a lot.